Fabrizio Tassinari is an Italian political scientist and executive director of the European University Institute's School of Transnational Governance. He joins me now live from Florence in Italy. Fabrizio, good to have you. So tell us about the appeal of a Giorgia Meloni over, say, Matteo Salvini and his strongly anti-immigrant stance.
Well, I mean, in practice, the messaging is actually very similar. I would say part of it is clearly related to anti-systemic or populist disaffection by voters towards the political establishment. And, you know, that is the same reason why the Five-Star movement actually raised 5 years ago. So there is that element irrespective of what they are saying. But clearly there is a shift and a tilt towards the far right, which is fundamentally different this time.
You know, part of Meloni's platform has been strongly anti-crime, anti-mafia. Has that been a big issue on people's minds lately?
Well, I mean, look, the idea that there is a widespread endemic corruption, especially in certain sector of the public life, is something that has always been on the mind of voters and has been a key reason for the disaffection of voters towards the political class. Meloni and her party, having been in opposition effectively for the past 5 years, is a bonus, because clearly they can portray themselves as not having been part of that, even though, I mean, of course, if you look a little bit back in time, Meloni herself was a minister back in, in the Berlusconi government. So they are not entirely novels in this, but there is that element for sure.
You know, when we talk about this shift towards the right in Italy, something that, would you say, has been building for a while, and at the heart of it, would you say immigration really pushed this forward?
Well, I mean, it's difficult to say how much of this is ideology and how much of it is really related to individual policy issues. Immigration clearly has been a factor. And again, the nationalist turn of Salvini before Meloni was also centered on immigration and Italy first. Again, the difference here is, for example, her stance and her party stance on civil rights and LGBT rights and things like abortion rights. There you can see again a more conservative shift that appeals to a segment of the electorate. I wouldn't say it is the majority, but certainly there is a value element there that is very strong.
Right. Okay, Fabrizio Tassinari, great to talk to you.
Thanks.